Hello friends, Daniel Dunworth here, Field Educator for Pivot Point International. Today I want to share a few tips and tricks with you when working with layering the hair. Today I'm going to be working on viola, also using my X-Tan shears, as well as our graphite cutting comb. When working with the increased layer, I get a lot of questions that come up regarding what types of lengths can I create on the interior while maintaining maximum length on the exterior. When working with this, it really is a matter of what type of projection or elevation you're going to be using. With an increased layer, we can use 0, 45, or 90 degrees to create various lengths. When working with layering, I can take the hair and project it at a 90-degree projection straight up from the top of the head. Now, when working with this, I need to consider the entire celestial axis that works with the head shape. What we can envision is an invisible vertical line. Now, at the bottom of that vertical line would be 0 degrees, and at the top would be a 90-degree line. When working with it, we base that off of 0 degrees being our traditional solid form projection, and then straight at a right angle would be 90 degrees. But when I continue to work across the top of the head, that 90 also starts a new 0 degrees for me, which then would create another right angle here, which would make my 90 degree. And if I were to continue it around the head, on the opposite side here, I would also end up with another 0. Working down to the bottom, I would start at 90 degrees here, continue down to 0 in the center bottom. If I take this hair from 90 degrees and now project it at an angle away from me, this here would be about 45 degrees. This here is going to allow me to shorten my interior lengths while maintaining a bit more of my perimeter or exterior lengths. Again, the reason being that this hair from my perimeter or that exterior has to travel much farther in order to reach that angle. Now, if I want to create really short interior lengths, I can now project this hair almost flat across the top of the head, which would then position this at 0 degrees. Remember that 90 is up high, 0 is flat across. This length of the interior I can set much shorter, again, because my length from my perimeter is going to have to travel even further to reach that far side of the head. I can repeat that technique for the opposite side to create these shorter lengths on the interior, creating extreme activation that then can fall to your lengths you want to save in the perimeter.
For this sculpture cut demo, I created a center design line to establish my length. Using a stationary design line, parallel finger position in 0 degree projection, I continued down the left side following the stationary guide. You can see that the 0 degree projection positions the hair parallel to the floor. I repeated this same technique on the opposite side. Notice that the X-Tan shear allows my elbow to remain naturally at my side.
As you can see here with our completed technique, we get plenty of activation with shorter lengths through the interior, falling all the way down to our original lengths on viola in our perimeter and in our exterior area. Again, we created this using a 0 degree projection. So we brought this from the opposite side, across to 0 degrees, which would be flat, allowing us to create these short lengths, plenty of activation throughout there. I hope you enjoyed this week's Pivot Pointers. Again, be sure to stay tuned. If you try this technique at home, #PivotPointers. Feel free to leave any questions or comments down below. And until next time, continue to learn forward.